Hello and welcome to the Hairdresser Strong Show. My name is Robert Hughes and I'm your host. Today I'm back with Shelby Bettencourt. She's a salon owner, behind the chair stylist, podcaster, and launching a health education program. That's going to be the focus of our show today, is talking about wellness, mental and physical health for the hairdresser. Shelby, for those people who have not didn't see the last episode and aren't familiar with who you are, would you just give us a little brief introduction?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Robert. So, hi, everyone. My name is Shelby Bettencourt. I am a salon owner here in Miami, Florida. I own a booth rental salon with about with six stylists at the time. I am the happy, healthy hairstylist. I love to teach hairstylists how to be healthier, both mentally and physically, behind the chair. And yeah, I'm so excited to talk about this topic because this is something that like runs through my veins. I talk about this all day, every day. So this is going to be really cool.
Okay, awesome. So, how tell us a little bit about how you got in. So, for people who don't know, that she's got a Shelby's podcast is the Happy Healthy Hairstylist, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the Happy Healthy Hairstylist, and you talk about wellness, but also like mental health, mental and physical health, as well as business and financial health and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We dive into like every part about being a hairstylist. So whether it's creating boundaries or how to price, talking about money, talking about budgets, and we do talk about like who you are, like astrology and human design and health and why health is important, why health creates wealth. So we have so many different topics on there, and it's something that I'm really passionate about because it's something I've learned over the last 12 years.
Nice. So how tell us about where your journey with wellness being such a big important thing in your life, and how you in leading to where you are now.
Okay, so I became a hairstylist at 17. I went to a vocational high school. So before I even graduated high school, I was a licensed hairstylist. And that year, the year that I got my license in 2009, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis in my hands and my wrist. My doctor told me that I wouldn't be able to do hair for more than 10 years. It was something that as a 17-year-old, you really like, you're not prepared for. Like I was so
Mm.
young. It's not like I had any other medical condition. I thought I was relatively healthy, but my hands and my wrists were constantly in pain. And at the time, I was living in Massachusetts. So during the winters, it was really cold. And when it was cold, my hands would cramp up and I was just having a really hard time in the industry. So my doctor had told me that I basically had to either take this pill that would help me with the pain, or deal with it. And I had at the time I had seen family members go through medical thing, like go through some stuff with medication, and it's something that I just wasn't comfortable with, so I chose to deal with the pain. um, I had worked at the salon in 2012, and the owner, Melissa, she was a vegan nutritionist. And back in 2012, like being vegan wasn't cool. Like, and it was like when when gluten free just came out. So to me, she just ate carrot sticks and had rice cakes all day. I was like, that does not seem appealing. So I was 20 years old. I was like, okay, I don't want to be like her. But I didn't understand why my hands were constantly hurting. So there was one day that Melissa was kind of fed up with my crap. Like she was like, all right, I got to say something. And I was talking with a client and I was complaining about my hands, complaining that like, my hands were really hurting and all this kind of stuff. And Melissa was like, Shelby, if you stopped eating crap, then maybe you would feel better. And that was the first, like I needed to hear it like that. I'm a Leo, I'm very stubborn. So I was like, wait, what do you mean if I stopped eating crap, I would feel better? She was like, Shelby, the food that you're eating is causing the inflammation in your hands. And that had never clicked to me. I knew nothing about health. I, ate what I wanted. I was, a small girl. So she showed me like a website, and she was just like, hey, listen, just Google anti-inflammatory foods and start incorporating in these foods and they'll make you feel better. So slowly, I just started incorporating different foods into my daily meals, and my hands started feeling better. And it was like, oh shoot, I can like eat to feel better. It's something that truly wowed me. So based on that, that's what started my lifestyle. Like I just started feeling better because of the foods I was eating, which gave me more energy and made me want to experiment more. I was like, well, if these little changes make me feel good, what if I start exercising? What if I started doing other things? And then I moved to Miami, where everyone is beautiful and fit. So
Yeah.
that definitely helped. And that's when I like really got into like the gym and got into like more types of exercising outside of, of the gym. And now today I've been almost 13 years behind the chair. I don't have any like my hands are inflamed, but they're not in pain. Like I definitely have the
Nice.
crooked fingers of someone who has arthritis, but I have no pain. And I know how to, even with like acne, even with my hair growth, I've learned how to eat foods that make me feel better. So that's where I came up with my Eat to Feel. And that's really what changed my life.
Nice. Nice. So, as a hairstylist, I guess, the big challenge tends to be, we don't really take lunch breaks. What do you,
Yes.
so what is your, do you have any advice for anybody that's like, hey, I want to feel healthy and be
Yeah.
healthy and look good, but I don't have
Yeah.
time during the day.
Yeah, for sure. So let me start out by saying I don't have an assistant. I am full behind the chair. I understand a busy schedule. I'm booked out 4 months in advance. Don't think that I need, like, I know you're saying I need a price raise. No, I don't. I'm just that in demand. Um, but so I understand what it's like to not have time to eat and not want to excuse myself to go to the bathroom because I'm drinking a gallon of water. Like, I get it. I get it. I get that that can be tough. So, the things that have helped me was I pre plan my meals. And like every morning, I pre plan my snacks throughout the day because, like you, I don't have time to sit down for 30 minutes. In fact, I don't eat sitting down. I think that's a hairdresser thing. We just eat standing up. Food
Yeah.
tastes better that way. That's what I've convinced myself over the years. uh, so I pre-plan my meals, and I will pre-plan everything, including like my snacks. I'll put them in little individual like baggies or little individual containers, just so they're easy grab and goes. So I will pre-plan like fruits and meal bars. I live off meal bars. I love them. Protein shakes, juices. I will freeze a juice the night before and let it thaw out so I can drink it when I'm at work. Um, I will have like little pretzels or anything that I can just like grab and go. Same thing with my water. I make sure that like my water is always near me or accessible. And I create triggers around my daily routine to remind me to drink. So, for instance, here's the thing, you might want to write this down. Every time that I go to mix up a new bowl of lightener or a new bowl of color, I have my water there and a snack there. So it creates a trigger that I need a new bowl. Now I need to snack and I need to drink some water. That way I
Nice.
don't forget,
I like that. Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's been
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
huge game changer for me.
Right.
Because how many bowls of lightener do you mix up when you're doing a full head? About
Yeah.
five. So if you have your
Oh,
water there, then you can just take a sip. I'm not expecting you to drink a whole bottle of water. No, but take a couple of sips. You have some time. Don't say that you don't, because I know you do. And eat a little bit of a snack. You can just chew while you're on your way back to the station. Like there's definitely time for that. Um, so those have been my two biggest tricks that have helped me is preparing my lunches packing them in little containers, individual containers, and then creating triggers around them.
Nice. So that's good. I like that. Yeah. I'm so happy you didn't say just schedule a lunch break,
Yeah,
because
no,
I feel
we
like a
don't have
lot of
time for
hairdressers are gonna be
that.
like canceled.
Yeah, exactly. You know, my sister, she is my personal assistant, so she's like my receptionist, my assistant with all the things that I do. And she will come back, like I have her in the salon 2 days a week, and she will come to my salon, to my station, and she'll just put a snack on my tray if she's noticed that I haven't ate in a little while. And that's been so helpful because it's like, oh, hey, here's a reminder you need to eat. So I'm still working on this because I am not the hairstylist who wants to stop for a half hour and have a break to eat lunch. I think that that's a waste of time. I think that I can get in the same amount of calories by taking like little breaks because I have 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here. I can ask someone, hey, can you wash this bowl for me while I go eat something real quick? Like I can ask for help. So, or I can be like, hey, I'm just going to like buy extra bowls. I'll leave those in the sink and I'll just take this 5 minutes that I would have taken to wash those bowls to eat something. So ask for help, see if anyone can help you out, or prioritize what you need to prioritize. And to me, feeling good behind the chair and not feeling hangry and not having a headache is more of a priority to me than to, feel like crap all day.
Yeah,
Because
for
I
sure. I
tried
mean,
that too. That didn't
yeah,
work.
yeah. I mean, for me, I notice days I bring my water bottle and the days I don't, there's a huge difference in how I feel throughout the day. I'm
Yeah.
actually more susceptible to ending up at a bar after work and drinking like a nice big margarita and eating some chips because I'm so hungry and dehydrated,
Mm.
and then that's just like so bad for you, dehydrated, drinking alcohol, eating salty
Yeah.
chips.
And, another thing that I do before, because like I love coffee. And I think that us as hairstylists, it's a thing. We like
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah.
So before I drink any type of coffee, I pour the same amount of water in the cup and I drink that first. So if I'm gonna have a little espresso, it sounds stupid, but I pour water in the little espresso, I chug that water, and then I take my espresso. Same
Nice.
thing with my coffee mug. So I always I create triggers around that too. That's my trigger. If I want coffee, I need to drink water beforehand, and then that
Nice.
helps. Um,
Nice.
but a lot of us, we think about, we leave work and then we end up eating the first thing that happens. And then we wonder why, like, we eat all night. And it's like, of course you eat all night. You haven't ate anything during the day. So give yourself some grace on why you're eating all night. Your body needs this food. So
Mhm.
um, if you can snack throughout the day, you're not going to binge eat after work. And that's when you make the wrong choices. That's when the extra calories come on and that's when you feel like crap. You you're basically going your whole day cuz I was a stylist. I would wake up, go to work, feel like crap, have a headache, be over caffeinated, leave work, be so hungry, and I eat whatever the hell I'm eating. I go to bed not feeling good. I just spent my whole day not feeling good simply because I didn't prioritize my food and water.
Raise your hand if that sounds familiar. Right
It
here.
was me. It was me.
So, okay, so I like the food and I like the water. I like your little trigger idea. I love the water and snacks in the dispensary. If if it works for your salon and your setup. I also like the hydrate before you caffeinate. And so what about physical stuff? Like, is there any pointers that you could give hairdressers on the physical side? I will say, I didn't tell you this, but I had a neck surgery. They
Mhm.
like cut me open two spots. Or no, I did tell you. I had to replace two discs and get a fusion, and the job was definitely a contributing factor to it. I mean, it
Mhm.
wasn't all of it, but for me, it's pretty important to hear about this stuff, the physical side of
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, what do you have any things for us?
Yeah, for sure. So, when it comes down to having like any type of injury or having like something that you can't just go to the gym and like figure it out, hire the help. And that goes in as well as if you don't have the motivation, hire someone who's motivated, hire someone who's going to hold you accountable. I've hired chiropractors, physical therapists. I still have a personal trainer to this day. I've had a personal trainer for the past like 10 years in different areas. So if you're like, hey, right now I need to focus on having a trainer who's going to help me with my leg strength because I can't really move my neck and I need to like, sorry, do a little more exercise on my bottom half, like my lower body, then hire someone who's going to be creative with you, even if it's a couple of sessions just to show you what to do. There's YouTube. You can definitely find exercises on YouTube, or just do what feels good. Move your body. So if you're like, hey, all I can do right now is go for a walk, go for a walk. All I can do right now is yoga and stretching, do that. The thing about exercise is people think that they have to go to a gym to move their body, and you don't. You don't. Just find something that you want to do, because that's the thing that you're going to stick with. So
That,
it doesn't have to be going to the gym. For me, I'm over going to the gym. I'm over weightlifting. I've been doing it for the past 10 years. I'm over it. So I picked up a sport. I'm trying to learn Muay Thai now. And I hired a trainer to show me that, like, because I want to beat some
cool.
people up.
UFC next.
Yeah, watch it. So
That's
when it comes
cool.
so when it comes down to moving your body, just find something that like you can do physically and that you like doing, and just do that. That's going to be the best form of exercise. I'm not going to tell you that you have to go do arm day like twice a week and do legs 3 times a week. Like, no. Do what's going to work for you and what you actually like, so you can sustain it over a long period of time.
So basically, just make sure you're staying in motion and not
Yeah.
walking from the color room to your chair. Like
Yeah.
actually, like outside, like do some sort of motion, do it consistently. How about, is there a certain amount of time that you think that people should get in every day of some sort of moving outside of your normal
I think
routine?
that it depends on like what your lifestyle is. Like for me, it's part of my human design that I have to move my body in order to not feel anxiety. So I like doing it first thing in the morning. As soon as I wake up, whatever, I intuitively move. So I don't have a program. I don't have something that I do every single day. I'm just like, all right, what feels good today? Does it feel good to go do yoga? Does it feel good to go go on a bicycle? Does it feel good to go to the gym? And I do that. If I have the day off, then I'm like, okay, do I want to do 2 workouts today? Do I want to do like a quick cardio in the morning and then go and do weightlifting like later on in the day? I kind of intuitively feel what's good for me. So there's no like time limit. There's no like amount of days that you have to do it. I think that as long as you move your body in some way every single day, whether that's stretching or physical therapy. My friend Jenny Kahn, she's the co-founder of Industry Aligned. She does free movement Mondays. And she's great for the hairstylist that needs to know like certain stretches and certain movements to help us with our career. I think that she's a genius for doing that in our industry. So she'll teach you how to like stretch like your wrists or your back or your shoulders or your chest. And it's specifically for hairstylists. So even if you like look at her movement Mondays and you do that one movement 3 times a day or like maybe twice a day for 10 minutes, that's better than not doing anything. You got to figure out what your body needs and go accordingly to that. Now, can you push yourself and do longer workouts on some days? Absolutely. I think that, doing hard things is what creates confidence. So if you have the time to do an hour workout, go do it. If you can push yourself to do it for an hour and that feels good for you and that's part of your goal, do it. If yoga is part of your goal and you're like, I just want to zen out because I need to like figure out a way to like shut off my brain, go meditate, go do yoga. It's something that is going to make you feel better.
So it sounds like your approach, and correct me if I'm wrong, is more about like think about the physical stuff as it sounds like it's more of a lifestyle than it is like, if you're talking to me and you're saying all this, I'm going to be like, I'm going to need you to give me an answer. I'm going to need to know how much time I should get per day, because if I'm going from like a point of, not actively working out, some people will be like, thanks for the permission to just like not be so structured. I would be like freaking out, like, I cannot do this. I
Yeah,
can't move
yeah.
forward until you tell me what to do, you know?
Okay. So,
So yeah.
I have a challenge. It's called the Happy Healthy Hairstylist Challenge, and it's a 45-day challenge. And in that challenge, I require you to move your body for 45 consecutive minutes. So
Okay.
45 minutes a day. It doesn't matter what you do. So I will let you be intuitive about that, but the time structure is 45 minutes.
Okay, cool. So what, I like that. I like rules. So uh why don't you tell us about this
Challenge.
challenge that you
I
have?
got you. So it's a 45-day challenge, and it's there are 6 rules. And one of the rules is you have to work out for 45 minutes. So work out very loosely. You can go for a walk for 45 minutes. You can stretch for 45 minutes, whatever. You have to read 10 pages of an educational or inspirational book. You have to arrive at the salon 15 minutes before your first client. You cannot order out at work. You have to plan and pack a lunch. And the last thing,
There's no alcohol. I remember that.
and no alcohol. That is it. Yes.
That was the one that popped out the most to me. I was like,
Yes, and no alcohol for
I was
45
like,
days.
easy. I could do that. Could do that. Ugh.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that if I'm going to be promoting health, I think that for 45 days, like you'll be amazed at how much more clear your mind will be. And that's where the reading comes in too. Reading 10 pages a day has helped me build confidence in how I speak and how I talk to clients. I have other things to talk to them about besides like what they're doing this weekend. I can talk to them about something that I've learned, something that's like, inspired me, or something that I'm reading. And I think that that has helped me so much more, have like better conversations behind the chair. And the
100%.
no alcohol, like I was that hairstylist that came in hungover. I mean, I moved to Miami at 21. So yeah, I had my fair share of hungover days. And now that I do drink when I'm not on the challenge, but it's very rare. And I like to do it on, a day that I have off. But
Yeah.
my brain is foggy the next day. I do notice a difference. I'm not as quick. And my clients deserve the best version of me. They deserve the Shelby that isn't, foggy, that has the energy, that isn't hangry, that is hydrated, like that got enough sleep, that moved her body. Like my clients deserve that. So and who comes to work 15 minutes early, who plans their lunch. Like the Happy Healthy Hairstylist Challenge is to make you the best version of yourself for your clients. In turn,
That's
you'll
good.
make more money. That's for sure.
That's good. I love that. And I 100% support that message. I too have had the experience of seeing what it's the difference between being healthy and doing my job and the other times where I wasn't. And there's definitely a difference. So I second that. I love that. That's
Thank
good.
you.
All right, cool. So when it comes to wellness, I like just do a little recap. We're gonna set these trigger points, meaning every time I do something, I'm reminded to drink or snack. So that could be mixing color, or I don't know, whatever you go into the break room, or whatever it is like, but be constantly drinking throughout the day. If you don't have time to have a lunch break, then just plan accordingly, plan and individually pack your snacks. Be smart about it. Maybe it shouldn't be a bag of Lucky Charms and some Starbursts, and and also just like make sure to move your body on a regular basis. And if you are like me and you want someone to tell you how much time, try 45 minutes. And as a matter of fact, try the Healthy Hairstylist Challenge. It's a 45-day challenge, no alcohol, no takeout. Um, Arrive
Arrive
15
15
minutes
minutes.
early. Yep.
Yes.
And
Read 10 pages of a book and
read
move your
10
body for
pages of
45 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And if anybody wants to know any of this information, it's listed on Shelby's Instagram account, which will leave all that information below. Also, Shelby mentioned some different people throughout this episode. I'll make sure to get that information so we can make sure you all have it too. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach directly to Shelby. Her contact information will be in the comments, or you can reach out to us and we can connect you with her. Is there any last minute comments or tips or anything like that you'd like to throw in there before we wrap it up?
Actually, I do. So, you know, now more than ever, our health is important. And a lot of people in our industry are talking about having boundaries and having the perfect clientele and working the perfect hours. But what is that worth if you're not healthy enough to enjoy it? So take care of yourself. You deserve to be the healthiest version of yourself. This career is really hard on our bodies, both mentally and physically. And you deserve to have a long, healthy career. So that's it.
Amen. I love that. That's good. Thank you so much. And thank you for your time. And I'm sure a lot of people get something out of this. And I look forward to having you back on the show.
Thank you so much, Robert.
All right. Take care.
You too.